How you doing over there?
I'm doing all right. How's everything else?
Awesome, awesome. So, well, let's begin the show in a couple minutes, okay?
Alexa, stop. Are you in a bad mood?
No, I mean, like what? Never,
Hmm?
never. We're alive, by the way.
You just seem like grumpy pants.
No, say that. What do you think about the music?
Hmm?
What do you think about the music?
I can't hear anything. Hold on. Unmute it. Oh, that sounds nice. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, what you want to start with today?
We can start with me turning off my light. I left it on.
Okay. Test, test. 1 2 1 2. Let's go. 1 2 1 2 1 2. And we are live.
Alrighty, so we can start with an update on that judge thing. Did we? Because I don't think we did that since we brought it up. And you
Alan,
guys are saying it's related to
yeah.
the case.
Alan, can you let me know on the chat room, uh, which volumes are low? It's me, the music, it's her. What's going on?
You sound very loud to me, so I hope they don't say you're low.
Yeah, I'm picking right here. I'm looking at. I'm picking.
Oh, I wonder if I can just turn it down. Yeah. Say something, Ricky.
1 2 1 2. That's what's going on, my sexy doors.
Okay, I turned you down on my side. Right?
Hey, Alan, thank you so much for the advice. Lisa, can you do me a mic test real quick? Mic check.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Awesome. I'm gonna have a little bit of music on the background, playing the whole time. Yep.
Oh, like the movie Dunkirk. That's what I like. That's probably the favorite thing I like about that movie, by the way. The music is so dramatic. I'm so bright.
Yeah, the music is barely on the background. Hey Alan, can you hear the music on the background? So Lisa, tell me what's going on. Everything good over there in Virginia? Nothing crazy?
Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. I'm glad that here, well, at least in southeastern Virginia, we're very focused on, going to work, getting paid, taking care of our family. So here in southeastern Virginia, we don't have time to be rioting, looting, protesting. Like that lasted here for not even a full week. And then everything was back to normal. So I'm very thankful for where I live. Plus, all the military is here. All of the branches are here. all 5, because you can't forget the Coast Guard. So all 5 branches are here. So I'm very thankful for where I live. I don't have to be like the rest of the United States. What about you?
You know, I got to tell you that, you know, Tucson is very, very, very quiet. You know, I'm very grateful as well because we don't have that craziness going on. You know, most of the people in Tucson are very, you know, work oriented, family oriented. You know, the people were getting scared at the beginning about, hey, is this going to end up like Chicago or like Seattle? You know, where we're gonna have these insurgents cities, but you know, everything went back to normal pretty much. Everybody's working. Schools are still closed right now, you know, and I know that the governor of Arizona is pushing to open again. I mean, but they're working. They're working the kinks. You know, I think they're getting good advice from the Oval Office, and I'm very excited. You know, hopefully they listen because we're gonna talk about it today. You know, hopefully these shows don't go 2 hours, but we're gonna try at least to not get there. You know, because
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully we're gonna be here for an hour or so, hour and a half. So yeah, just stay tuned. Let's talk about what's going on. So Lisa, are you ready to start this show?
Yes, I am.
Let's go. You won't believe me this right now, but we had technical difficulties again, Lisa.
Well, it would not be RT365 without
If we don't
technical
have any
difficulties.
technical difficulties, this is just I don't know what's happening here. This is me. This display capture. Where
I'm
are
playing
you?
the voice of the flag.
Zoom. Alert box. Something happened here.
Some people did some things.
I need to go one by one. Jesus Christ. So somehow I have today I have an update from Streamlabs, and one of the things that happened is that Streamlabs changed a couple of things to my computer. You know, now they have a more user-friendly kind of UI, which is pretty good. But at the same time, it's kind of messed up my settings. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting you into picture, so I can show you in the camera because I know that my viewers and your viewers, you know, they come here to see the both of us. So let's see what's going on. Got you there, almost there. Transition, perfect. Oh, look at you. You nice hair, by the way. Boom. Okay, guys, now we're gonna start the show. My bad. Talking flag. Let's go.
All right.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Rick 365. My name is Rick, and this is your channel, guys. Today with us, Lisa Escobedo. Lisa, what's going on? Welcome to the channel.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, like we were talking earlier today. I gotta tell you that there's a bunch of things in my mind for today's show. But let me tell you something, Lisa. I think that the country is heading on the right direction. You know, what do you think about that?
No, I'm gonna disagree.
Oh, of course. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. What's going on?
Well, we're still with the rioting and the civil disobedience and the attacking the police. This is coast to coast. So I don't see things improving, and I don't think that they will.
Do you think that I mean, generated by years and years of oppression of the black community, or do you think this is based on what the social media machine it's pushing on the youngsters' throats? I think that there's a lot of people who are very unaware of how we got to this moment.
Oh, absolutely. This is generated by social media. This is generated by the news media. This is generated by propaganda. Propaganda, you know, played the emotions of the youth and got them out there. This is definitely manufactured. This is not genuine.
What I seen in Tucson. I know that earlier today we were talking about Tucson and Virginia. What I seen in Tucson is that as the George Floyd wave was created, and then we are very sorry for the loss of his life, because we don't deserve, we don't want that into anybody. And I really think that the cops needs to be brought to justice, other than the fact that they're out in bail. What I want to say to you guys is that the wave took the momentum here in Arizona, for maybe 2-3 weeks, and then it went from 100% participation into like 5 to 10% participation, where right now you don't see it in Arizona. Well, at least in Tucson, you don't see that in Tucson. And I will say that this is based on the fact that people needs to get to work. Most people from Tucson, they do live for, they live to work and they work to live. So we have a good amount of people here in Tucson, from all places in the world, Hispanics, blacks, whites, Asians, you name it. And I think the community is like waking up to all this, mumbo jumbo that social media is trying to push in people's throats. But my question is, who's paying for all this, social media propaganda that we see online all the time? Because it's millions and millions of dollars.
Everybody says George Floyd. I'm sorry, George Soros, George Soros, George Soros. But I did not realize how rooted China is here. And because this is trying to be a communist revolution, a communist takeover, and China is the master of propaganda, I wonder if they have their hands in the cookie jar. I'm curious.
Lisa, I wanna show something. You shared this video with me earlier today about some people in the consulate of China, which is located in Houston, Texas, and they were burning like some kind of something. And then it's not one person. It's not like the cleaning crew. This looks like it's people with, you can see that these people are doing this with a purpose. And I'm going to play the video. I don't know if you have a delay on the, let me see the delay. What's the delay on yours? No, you should see it very, very quick. So let me play the video real quick. There's no audio to the video, but you can see, on the left side of the, you can see on the left side of the screen, those guys are, burning and then trying to, put the fire down with water. They have like a fire department's kind of size type of hose. And then I still see boxes on the sides of the these burning pits that they, man-made burning pit. There's like 3 metal cans of like trash bins. I don't know, Lisa. So tell me, you shared this with me today. I'm sure that you've been looking into this. What's going on here?
So far, what I know is that that China has been ordered to close their consulate in Houston. I believe this is Houston, and during the process of their closing it, they started to burn a whole lot of documents, and I believe the building eventually caught on fire. so they don't know how to work the hose, I guess. But nonetheless, they started burning documents and documents. The reason why they were ordered to close is because this particular consulate, because there's consulate, you know, China has consulates throughout the United States, and then they have their embassy. Um, but they were ordered to close this location because apparently this location is a hotbed for spy activity.
For science?
No, spy activity.
Oh, that's worse than Jesus. Yeah, we're showing on the background right now the night of the events where some the fire department went into the 8 to the station in Houston. It looks like the location started to burn down, which is crazy. And now this probably this is the representative. The United States Department got a note here that says the United States will not tolerate violations of our sovereignty and intimidation of our people. What do they mean with that?
Let's see. Well, it basically is just, you got to get up out of here because, we don't mess with spying. Okay, spying doesn't fly here. So you got to get up out of here. That's what that means.
So this is based on the hacker that they call. I have the picture of the guy right now on screen. Let me see if I can show you full screen real quick. So China MSS Guangdong State Security Department hackers. So unauthorized access, conspiracy to access without authorization, and damaged computers, conspiracy to commit theft or trade secrets, conspiracy to commit. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is heavy. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I'm glad that we are taking steps to send these guys, on their merry way home. Damn it. So tell me, how's Virginia doing? You mentioned some things to me earlier today. So how you guys are doing over there?
Over here, like I said, it's fine. It's quiet. We're back to normal here. We're completely normal. This is a military area. It's comprised of, they call it 7 cities, but there's like more than 7 cities. I don't know why they say 7 cities. There's more. But in every one of them, there's some sort of military facility. So we know how to act right.
So Virginia is a big city like Chicago. You want to talk about Chicago?
Yeah.
That was a heavy one today when I saw the So first of all, I saw the mayor of Chicago. She was pretty much saying that she doesn't need Trump's support or Trump's help in her city. In her city, and that's fine with me. 100%, that's fine with me. But then I start looking at the death toll that is happening in Chicago, and then it's a little bit concerning. Let's listen to the police chief real quick. I got him right here. Let me get him some volume. Let's listen to him. Arresting content. I need to go through the ads real quick. 8 seconds.
Only on Fox Nation. It would be a crime to miss out.
Began firing at attendees of a funeral. At that time, the attendees of the funeral exchanged gunfire with the black vehicle. Black vehicle then turned northbound down Carpenter. Upon going northbound down Carpenter, they continued to fire at the attendees of the funeral, at which time the vehicle midway down the block crashed and came to a halt. The occupants of the vehicle then exited in multiple directions and fled. We currently have a person of interest being interviewed by area detectives at the area. Out of this incident, there are 14 victims being treated at 5 separate area hospitals.
Okay, is that right? 14 people?
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on with Chicago? Do you think that the mayor should be concerned or worry about what's happening in her city, and then, blatantly, denying the president's help?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the last, what, 5, 6, or 7 mayors should should be concerned about Chicago, but it doesn't seem to be getting any better. Um, and if the president is offering, mind you, Chicago has been a hotbed for murder and crime for quite some time. This is the first president to offer help. You know what I'm saying? And clearly they need it. First president to offer help. She says, "Nah, we got it," when clearly she does not have it.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of people. I seen across the news, you know, people talking about, hey, we don't want the feds here. We don't want, because when we're talking about, in my opinion, they really should take Trump's help. Thank you, Famous Cube. One of the things that I'm saying is that, you know, the federals are I mean, when the president send the feds to a city, he's not only sending the FBI, he's sending the I mean, every three-letter organization that you can come up with is gonna be sent, you know, into the rescue of those cities, you know, and people are not having it. People are not having it because you know, now you don't have to deal with a police officer who's concerned about losing his job if he's caught on Twitter or something. Now you're dealing with federal agents who are there to do a job, take care of business, you know. As you can see on the background, you know, you see a little bit of what happened over this weekend in Portland, Oregon. And then they weren't having it, you know. People from Portland were not having it. These guys are the feds, you know. They go over there, they go with hoods over their heads. They go on unmarked vehicles. They pull you over. They take a picture. They put you in the van. They take a picture, and then they release you. You know, but then by that moment, they already identify your ass. You know, so they're gonna release you so they can continue picking up people, and then behind them, they're gonna have their field officers just picking up people off the streets. You know. Like, oh yeah, we took it that day, Sunday. You saw that picture? Yeah, it was us. Yeah, we arrested. You know, federal charges against conspiracy to the United States. Do you think that that's an okay thing? You know, because I mean, some of the mayors, some of the attorneys who are against this whole situation are saying that, hey, you're taking people into custody without enough evidence, you know? Do you think that this is enough evidence, you know, looting and burning buildings? And what do you think?
Well, I thought about it a lot. So if there are people in this mix of mess and they're standing around and because I heard on the news, like MSNBC and CNN, they're saying, oh, they're picking up people, they don't have any probable cause. Although they are releasing them, they're not arresting them, they're picking them up and releasing them. But they're like, oh, they don't have probable cause. And I thought about it, and it's kind of like, so the rioting, like peaceful protesting is legal, but rioting is illegal. And if these people are in the crowd and with the rioting, isn't that the equivalent of the getaway driver who, let's say bank robbers kill somebody and the getaway driver drives off, and the getaway driver, all he did was drive, but he still gets charged for murder? Isn't that kind of like the same thing? Like, dude, you see that all of these people are breaking the law, they're rioting, and you're there. Isn't that the same thing? So wouldn't there be probable cause?
You know, Lisa, you're correct. And then, you know, you make a good example. You know, you're making a good analogy, because the same thing that you're talking about is the same thing that happened in Florida over the weekend, where we have the massacre, the 3 kids who got killed.
Oh, the ones that went fishing?
Yeah, man. I mean, that shit broke my heart, you know. And I think everything was a stupid altercation and somebody who was irresponsible with the use of his concealed weapon. I mean, just broke my heart. I'm gonna bring that, you know, towards the end of the show, because we definitely need to give these assholes, you know, we need to put their face on.
Oh, so they have a suspect. So I haven't heard anything since early this morning, when they just talked about all the the dad came and found
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And then
so
he was,
I haven't heard
yeah.
anything since then.
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna talk about it in a second. So they caught 3 guys, man. They got a witness, and they got the man. It's so bad, man. So bad. Let's go back to that was a good point, Lisa. Let's go back to let me see what's going on. Let me see what the president is talking about. Let's see what he got to say.
And the president says he's satisfied with their work.
We've done a great job in Portland. Portland was totally out of control, and they went in, and I guess we have many people right now in jail, and we very much quelled it. And if it starts again, we'll quell it again very easily.
You know, I cannot be more in support of this individual right here. You know, I just gotta put it that way. I cannot be, I cannot support the guy, and more than what I do the little donation, and then I do the little video, and then all my pages like go Trump. But I mean, when this guy, I mean, he doesn't need to be doing none of this shit, But he cares for these people and this. He don't need to care for the people in Portland. He's not gonna win Portland. Period. Right.
Right.
But why he's sending federals over there? Because it's out of control. Life, we're losing lives, So he doesn't care for those cities and states that I'm about to lose. He's care about the people that are there, as a whole. So I mean, this debunks the point of him being racist and him being an asshole. So I don't know. What do you think?
I have mixed feelings about this, because he did say that he's sending them to, cities that are ran by Democrats and stuff like that. Like,
right.
He kind of politicized it, which tells me his true nature. And if you're sending in like agents and military and things like that to just Democrat ran places, I think that that's a little, what do you call it? Tyranny, like?
Yeah, politicizing the whole thing.
Huh?
He's politicizing the whole situation.
Yeah, it's making it very tyrannical. That's the word that I was looking for.
Oh, tyrannical.
But,
China.
But well, yeah, because he didn't say, I'm going in there, I gotta see Portland, let me put on my Superman cape. No, he's like, I'm going to send them into these Democrat ran cities, and these Democrats, they can't do anything, blah, 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 blah. So I don't like that, because to me, it's the wrong mindset. And those kinds of thoughts are a slippery slope. But on the other hand, for the life of me, I have no idea why these mayors and governors are rejecting his help, because they do not have control. They're unable to gain control. It's almost as if they are complicit in the rioting. They want it to happen. And if that's the case, I say, Trump, let them burn. Let it all fall down. That's their problem. That's how I felt about pretty much like Iraq. When the Iraqis elected the non-American friendly president and started to tell us to go pound sand, I thought that we should have left.
Wow, that's a big one. This is a big one, because I mean, if you think that Chicago is as bad, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more. I do think that Chicago is as bad as Iraq. Not in the fact that they are killing Americans on a daily basis, but over the years, if we put it, how many people we lost in Iraq and how many people have we lost in Chicago? I think that Chicago wins by a couple of thousands. Probably by who knows, tens of thousands. I mean, you're sending 15 people to the hospital on a weekend. People that went to a funeral. These people have no respect. I'm from Puerto Rico. Everybody knows that. That's where my accent is coming from. I know it's sexy. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Anyway, but getting back to the subject is it's I mean there's one thing that you respect. The people that work the streets, people respect family. If you're with your family, if they're looking to shoot you or kill you, they won't do it. You know, they have that I don't know, like the street code or something. And they don't mess with your with funerals. You know, if let's say they kill somebody who was a drug pin or whatever the case may be, they will not go interrupt that situation. You know, even whoever shows over there, doesn't matter. You don't touch them. But looks like in Chicago don't even have that. You know, Chicago, they just don't have any how you call that like creed or something. I mean, I'm sorry if some of you.
Moral compass.
No, yeah, that's too much to ask for a criminal. It's crazy. I mean, what do you think about that? You know, you're in a funeral and then 14 people get sent to the hospital, you know, injured. What do you think about that?
Well, it doesn't matter because, you know, the death certificate is going to say that they died of coronavirus anyway. So.
You know, that's a good point. I was listening today to you know, the radio station that I listen in Arizona, 790 AM, and they're talking about how since the coronavirus cases got sent now to the White House for scrutiny instead of to the CDC, they have changed drastically because I mean there's a report that was saying that this weekend we have tens of thousands of deaths, you know? But then when they check into the fine print of how this number came to be 10 of thousands for this weekend, is they're adding people from 2 weeks ago. They're adding people that are by default death. By default, they're dead. And how is that? So they check on the birth certificate, whatever, if there's some checks they do. And then if you're over 200 years, so you're automatically deceased, you know? So they file that as somebody that just went to the cracks. So there was hundreds of those during these weekends. Yeah, I mean, I don't have the details, but I'm gonna try to bring it for these Fridays because it was hilarious. You know, I was just listening on the way home and I just was laughing about it, like, this is nonsense.
I think that there was a couple of whistleblowers who said that whatever medical facility that they were working in, they were instructed to mark it as COVID, even though they would have died or have been ill from something else. I know that my younger sister, she's actually just a physical therapist, and they're getting the same thing. They're being instructed to somehow mark something about COVID. I mean, she's a physical therapist.
This is correct. You know, this is the champion. This is Chicago's champion. Hey, Rich, what's going on, man? Camera Chai guy, he's saying, in all fairness, Democrats are allowing this to happen. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think we could use Trump's on this. I think he's referring to using the feds to, you know, to get control into the cities. You know, I'm with you.
I say let it burn. Let it burn.
No, they need to help. They need to help them people. So anyway, here we got Chicago's mayor. You know, she's the champion of Chicago. You know, this is the best thing that happened to Chicago since the Chicago Bulls. This is better than Michael Jordan itself. You know, I mean, how many people got killed this month? Today's the 22nd. How many people got killed in Chicago this month so far?
I don't know, but there was an article that said like the crime rate is. Oh wait, no, I think it was New York. One of them, the crime rate is up by 565%.
Yeah, 525%. Yeah, yes.
If I don't remember if it was Chicago or New York.
So,
but either way, jeez, Louis.
So there's 373 people more that, you know, killed this month than in 2019. So I don't know. I don't even want to look for that number, you know. Well, so far, not this month, sorry. So far into the year, 373 people more than 2019. That is not, no, I'm sorry. Correction, 373 people as today, 97 more people than in 2019. Jesus.
Yowza.
Yeah. You know, I mean, how many times, how many people got killed? How many black Americans, unarmed black Americans, got killed to the hands of white officers last year? 13. Yes, Black Lives Matters, go out there, do their thing. But now, Chicago, 373 people, 97 more than last year. Black America, BLM, what is doing? Nothing. Sending that money to Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden. By the way, I don't know what Biden is doing. Do you know what Biden is doing?
Last time I checked, he's still in his basement. I mean, this basement must be like super amazing because he never leaves. Does he have like ping pong in there, foosball? Like, what's in there?
I think it got white walls and a crazy jacket. That's what I got on this. Anyway, let's get the Chicago's mayor here on to see. She's responding to after she called the White House House press, Kelly. She called her a Karen. Let's see what she got to say.
Kayleigh McEnany, you called her Karen. Can you explain that?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. Look, what we've seen, and unfortunately what we're going to continue to see, is the Trump administration obviously thinks that they will score some political points by trying to demonize and make Democratic mayors, particularly women mayors, like myself, Mira Bowser.
Wait a second. She's using that crutch. Are you serious? She's using the women's mayor's crutch. Come on.
Keisha Lance Bottoms of Atlanta, Jenny Durkin of Seattle. They think that they're going to take us on and make us look bad because that'll score points with their base. And to that I've said, and I'll say again, good luck. The mayors are getting it done. In absence of incredible, a void of leadership from the president and his team, who want to change the subject from the failed leadership, and it's not just failed leadership, the fact that they have not stepped up and led in this incredible pandemic has literally cost people lives. The fact that the president has equivocated about the seriousness of COVID-19, the fact that he refuses to wear a face covering in public and has mocked people for doing so, the fact that he has lied repeatedly about the resources that the federal government will provide for testing, for contact tracing, and now he's trying to marginalize and demonize the CDC, for God's sake. Where is the bottom here? Where is the bottom? We need change. And I don't want to make a political commercial here, but why I support Joe Biden is because he's absolutely the opposite of what we've seen from Donald Trump. And this won't be the last time that his flacks will try to take me on, but good luck. I'm still here. I'm going to lead this city as best I can, and we are going to get the job done to protect residents of the city, whether or not the president ever steps up or not. And the silliness of, oh, we sent her a letter. Look at the letter. It's just a litany of nonsense written by some political flack. And if you really wanted to help the city, let's start with the fact that you would weigh in, Mr. President, on common sense gun support and reform. It makes no sense that people can still buy automatic weapons. It makes no sense that people from Chicago can go across the border to Indiana and buy military-grade weapons and bring them back to our city and kill our children. If you really want to help, there are real specific things that I have repeatedly laid out from the beginning of this administration if you really want to help. But he doesn't really want to help. What he wants to do is use me and this city and other cities across the country as punching bags, and I'm not having it.
There's something that I'm seeing right here that I don't get with is that as a leader, there's one thing that you always do, and you take accountability and you take responsibility for what's happening under the sound of your voice, and then she fails to do that. She's blaming Trump for her constituents going across the city lines or the state lines, buying weapons and bringing them back to Chicago to kill children. But she's not taking accountability that 97 more people got killed as of today than last year. I think that she's failing the people of Chicago. I think that the people of Chicago should be wise enough not to elect this individual ever again. And then she divert to COVID. You know, I mean, it's crazy. I don't know what you have to say.
Well, so there was a lot of things that I have an issue with what she said. So first, as far as for she rejected the help of the president, but at the same time complains about a lack of leadership. She is the leadership for the city of Chicago. So first and foremost, let's start there. She's the leadership. So you can't reject the help of the president and then complain about a lack of leadership. So that's one problem I have. And then she wants to ignore her body count and talk about COVID. I'm pretty sure her people of Chicago are probably more in danger to gun violence than they are to COVID. If she would gain control of her city, let the people practice social distancing, wear masks, whatever, then maybe COVID will have an issue. I don't even know if COVID is an issue in Chicago. That doesn't seem to be any big story about Chicago and COVID at the moment. I know that it was a few months back, but I don't know about currently. Currently, it seems to be the murder rate. And then another thing I had, she says that people are buying automatic weapons, and apparently that's Trump's fault. Automatic weapons are banned.
They are illegal. That's correct.
States. So what can Trump do if the criminals in your town that you are supposed to run are somehow getting illegal weapons illegally? How is that Trump's fault? And what can Trump do about that when you are rejecting his help? You can't say it's his fault and then reject his help that he's offering. I don't understand that.
I want to say thank you so much to TJ Laser 71 exclamation point for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. I see Rotten One. I see DCLA. Thank you for being on the chat, DCL. I mean, Rich, thank you so much for being there. What's the stats between COVID deaths and out of control citizens in the last 2 weeks, man? Hey, Rich, this is crazy. I mean, Chicago is this. There's one reason why Republican candidates for for office, they use Chicago as an example of corruption, of people out of control, of high crime stats on all high. This is where President Obama came from. He was in office for 8 years. He did nothing for Chicago. Okay, he did nothing for Black America. He did nothing for Hispanics. And now we have this individual here blaming Trump. All the problems of the government are Trump's fault. This guy's been in office less than 4 years. Let's give him 4 more years. And let's see what he can accomplish in the United States of America. But anyway, Lisa, do you agree with me? I'm joking. I don't want to put you in that position, but
no, I would love for Trump to win. I don't promote politicians. That's not what I like to do. But there's no way in the world I will ever vote for racist Joe Biden. So this will be the first time in my voting history that I am openly supporting a candidate, and that would be Trump. But I just don't think he'll win.
I really hope that he gets his chance, once again, to lead this country, because that's exactly what we need, man. That's what we need. I mean, I don't think that Biden will be able to control Black America or minorities as we know it, because he has no pull. He has treated Black America like a barrel boat. He has compared Black kids and minorities and say that they can be as smart as white rich kids. Thinking that rich. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I don't think that he can get out his hole. What do you think?
Well, I mean, like I said before, Joe Biden sees Black people as Black people. He doesn't see them as people.
Listen.
And that's his problem. He doesn't equate Black people to just being people, and he never will. He's too old. He's not going to change from that. And you know that that's how he feels because that's how he talks.
Let me show you something real quick for people that, you know, have forgotten about this right here real quick.
That I'm not acknowledging anybody who is being considered, but I guarantee you there are multiple Black women being considered.
Rich, we need to start an American party.
In a Black majority county,
that's called the barbecues.
More likely to die in the pandemic than a white county.
Right.
They're disproportionately uninsured in the African American community. Disproportionately make up the essential jobs that they can't do at home. They're risking their lives every day. Enough's enough.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
This news comes from, and I'm gonna check him out right now. What the Washington Post they took when he said you ain't Black if you vote for Trump. Are you fucking serious?
The former vice president.
Every time I've run the world, I mean, come on, take a look at the record.
Mike, how's that playing out this morning?
Well, Eamon, it's important to put this in South Carolina. Obviously,
Subscribe. It's really easy. Just
More questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't Black.
Finally got it. Finally got it. Saying the same thing. You know. Let's listen one more time. You know, this is your Uncle Tom.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't Black.
Man, I mean, this is ridiculous. You know, this is ridiculous. I just don't get it. I don't get it. People that have pride on themselves, you know, and then I'm talking to my Hispanic people, to the 18%, you know, soon to be 19, maybe 20 by 2021, which should be the 20% on this country, is that, hey, this guy is racist, you know. But hey, let's talk about so this is what happened. I saw this news. I'm trying to keep. Go ahead.
Hold on a second. I wanted to address Rotten One's comment. And didn't Trump mention a butthole country claim caravans and try and make Mexicans look bad? So the butthole comment was about Haiti. And I don't know if you've ever been or seen any photos, watched any documentaries. It is a butthole country. He wasn't calling the people of Haiti buttholes. He was calling the place, and it's a giant toilet. So the truth hurts.
And let me tell you something. You know who the people of Haiti. You know, if you are upset about that, you know, you should be upset about Democrats. You know, because you know what Bill Clinton did to Haiti. You know, they went over there. You know, they went over there with their happy faces. They showed themselves a couple of times. They drink a couple of margaritas. You know, a couple of drinks with umbrellas and the thing, and they stole all their money. Yes. All their money. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's why Haiti is the place that it is right now, you know? You go over there and you're not going to get shot. You're going to get killed by a machete, you know? By a machete. I mean, I'm telling you. There's two places I don't go on vacations, and one of them is Haiti. I'm just saying. love the clear waters on their beaches and everything, but nope, not going there. But anyway, I'm trying to keep this down to an hour, Lisa, and I think we're tracking 13 more minutes. This is pretty good. So this is what happened today, or this happened over the weekend, I think. Yes.
Oh, this is what you were telling. Okay, yeah.
So these are the let's see. Let the video roll.
Judge, Sheriff, it's so good of you to join us. I saw where you said that 26-year-old Tony T.J. Wiggins is the trigger man. You call him, quoting here, pure evil, and you went on to
say they got the trigger man.
Criminal history should shock the conscience. What do you mean?
This guy started being arrested at 12 years old. He's only 26.
He has 230 felony charges already. Did
Wow.
you hear me? And he's out on bond for jumping on a guy and breaking his arm with a crowbar.
Oh, wow.
This guy is evil in the flesh. And he massacred 3 guys simply going fishing on Friday night near Frostproof, Florida.
Yeah, and
Hey, 1 second. I have to stop this right here. Okay? I'm sorry. Rotten one. You know, I understand, you know, what you're saying, you know, that's a good punchline. I love the comment, you know. You know, that you're saying that Trump went to Puerto Rico and gave them a bunch of giving a bunch of toilet paper to the people of Puerto Rico. But let me tell you what's going on with Puerto Rico, and I am from there. You know, I listen to the news in Spanish every time I go to work in the mornings, you know. And then the problem is not with the federal help, you know, federal aid. You know, the United States give, you know, X amount of money based on how big your place is and how much damage and how much it's going to take to fix it back, you know. And then there's no way that Puerto Rico is going to receive the money for the devastation same as Texas, because there's a difference in size, you know. 100 by 50 Puerto Rico, Texas is, you know, you can put 10 times New York in there. So just to give you an idea, okay? And yes, he went over there and he threw some toilet paper, you know, at people, but people were chanting for it, okay? When that happened, people were chanting like throw it to me, okay? I don't saw that as being disrespectful. I seen that as being connected to the people, okay? Because I mean, this is the same President Trump that we saw on the first spring of Bel-Air. This is the same President Trump that we saw on crowning not 1, not 2, but 3 Miss Puerto Rico to Miss Universe. Okay, this is the same Donald Trump that we see on all these rap videos before he ran for president. You know, so you know, I get your point. Good throwing. But the reason why the people of Puerto Rico are not receiving the money is because the government is so corrupt, okay, that they are dumb enough to steal the money of those federal agencies and this help, and then set themselves as directors of those agencies so they cannot be, how you call it, so they cannot be investigated. But guess what? The federal government is going to investigate you anyway. That's why the actual governor of Puerto Rico is in big trouble. But anyway, good point, you know. Thank you for bringing that up, okay? Let's go back to the 3 kills of, man, I got that on my chest. I was like, man, this guy's not going to get away for that shit.
I guess the question has to be, and you mentioned those numbers. I want to put them back on the screen just so our audience can see them again. You mentioned the numbers. Why? Why, Sheriff, is this guy on the streets?
I have no explanation for that. He has, you look at a Florida statute being old folks, he's done it all. He recently broke someone's arm. But at the end of the day, he had a happenstance meeting with a young man, Damien, that was going fishing. And Damien mentioned, I'm going fishing with Kevin. So he told his brother Robert, follow him to the lake. When he got there, he took his gun out and murdered all 3 of the people.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I think you said that you believe this was over a truck engine, the sale of a truck engine?
When he ran up to the car and he pointed the gun, pointed the gun into the truck, he looked at Kevin and said, where's my truck? And Kevin said, I don't know what you're talking about. Where's my truck? I heard you sold the engine out of my truck. And Kevin says, I don't know what you're talking about. He hit him in the face twice and then started shooting and shot about 10 or 12 times into the cab of the truck, killing Brandon and killing Kevin. And then he turns the gun onto Damien, who was in another vehicle next, and shoots and kills him. It was violent, it was horrible, and there was absolutely no reason. And this was a happenstance meeting. He just heard that Kevin was going to fish with Damon, and he snapped. He showed up. He had Robert, his brother, drive him there. Then Robert and his girlfriend, Mary, tried to hide evidence. But our detectives, who are simply the very best, solved this case with the work and the help of the community.
Yeah, I heard they found a dollar store bag, led it back to the store, led to surveillance video, and on it went. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd.
This is crazy, you know. This is crazy, and then I am tired of listening to these type of you know, events, you know, on the news. You know, I am tired of reading about Chicago. I'm tired of reading about Seattle. I'm tired now of reading about Democratic ran this city. You know, I just put a picture of the mayor of the Andrew Gillum. He's
this happened in his territory?
That's the mayor. This is the El Jefe. You know, this is the El Jefe.
Wasn't he like caught like high with a prostitute or something weird?
Yeah.
He's under investigation himself.
No, there we go. There we go. He's right there, man. I mean, this is just crazy. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with America. The only thing I can tell you is that, you know, we need to continue to do these podcasts, do these videos, these live streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. You're going to see us right here, guys. The show is not going anywhere, okay? We're going to continue here, showing our faces, and then doing what's best. Because I don't think that this is about me or you or anyone. This is about what we show you guys on live television, you know. And then we definitely want to have a how can I say, an atmosphere that is good for everyone. So I think I think that's it, Lisa. What do you think?
Yeah.
You ready to go to sleep? You're in Virginia. It's like 11 o'clock.
Yes, but really quickly before we end, because we didn't talk about it on Monday, you know, your boo, RGB, she's back in the hospital.
What's going on with him?
Or not RB. Wait, what did I say? RGB? RBG. Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah. She's my girl, you know, but she got that cancer that is you know, it's killing her, you know.
Yeah, she's back in the hospital. So I know that you're always marking off the calendar until she's gone. So I just thought I would give you that update.
She is let's see if we can have a picture of her. 1 second. Ruth. Yeah, there's no good pictures of her. Everything that I see is like, oh no, look, good picture. No, not good picture. Good, no, good picture. No good picture. No good. I'm trying to find a good picture of her. I got a good picture of her.
You are so wrong. You are so wrong.
I'm sorry. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. Friday, same time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow us on social media. And also, Lisa, wait a second, Lisa. Don't you want to send out your, what's the name of that social media?
Parlor.
Parlor.
I'm at Lisa B. That's Lisa, Bravo, Echo.
Lisa B. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for watching.